Hi, my name's Ndella. I am 27 years old and I am black. And that is something that I feel like a lot of people might not know about me because a lot of people around me are acting like black people don't exist. And um, it's really shocking to me because it's something that affects me so directly, and yet there's so little conversation about it among my community, which admittedly is predominantly white. At the moment, I'm really trying to balance my privilege in terms of being mixed and my proximity to whiteness. And I'm really thinking that I should be using that to my advantage and using that to speak for people who can't and or people who aren't given the opportunities to speak. Um, there were protests, or there was a protest today in Peckham, and it was mostly white people. It seemed very quick, like a very last minute thing, and it seemed they weren't social distancing. Um, and it's really left me feeling conflicted because, on the one hand, I am so relieved in a way to finally see some white people picking up what we've been shouting about. It's a relief in a way to have that responsibility shared, um, but also it's frustrating that it's for some reason this death is one too many and that it took this many, and that when I was talking about coronavirus killing predominantly black and Asian people, or high proportions of black people, that wasn't, people weren't protesting that. People weren't calling for action. People weren't saying, what, why is this happening, what are we going to do about it? I've always been tentative, often in the past, to talk about race publicly. I think because a lot of my community is white, and I didn't want to be the angry black woman. I didn't want to alienate myself from other people, um, and I didn't want to make anyone uncomfortable. And what I've decided, or what I've realized, what I've acknowledged, is fuck that. You know, this is so important. And this is what people need to hear. And I'm in a position where I'm close to a lot of white people, so I have the ability and positioning to say, "Hey guys, this is really, really important." I don't know if you knew, but this is really important. Um, and people need to know. And people need to know that it's something that affects me directly. It's something that affects every black person directly. It's not abstract. It's not over there. And this hasn't been like a really fun week of barbecues and good weather for me and for anyone black, because we've all been fucking terrified by the prospect of dying from COVID, being shot by police officers, and the very real process of mourning people of colour, our own people, every day. And I think it's really underestimated. It's really underestimated. It's really undervalued, the weight of constantly mourning the fact that we are expendable, we are disposable, we are not as important, we are not valued. Knowing that weight and still carrying on with our lives, entertaining people, pushing popular culture forward under that weight, it's immeasurable. And I hope people who are close to me and people who aren't will start to understand that it's something we need to be talking about. It's something I'm willing to talk about. And I'm not going to be quiet about it. And I'm not going to make spaces for comfortable for white people, because I'm not comfortable all the time. I'm not comfortable. So, um, yeah, get ready for more talking, because I don't really care who's listening. I don't really care if anyone's listening. But if one person is listening and that one person is like, hey, I'm going to go and talk to my family about race today, and I'm going to say, what are we doing to support, redress, repay, take care of the Black community, then that's useful. So if one person is listening, hi, love ya, go out and do my bidding.